Hi Cancer, here's a general look at your solar chart for November 2012, and for much of this month there's a more spontaneous, maybe lighter vibration around. So that could manifest as more interaction with children, young people, animals, or just you get more chance to do the kinds of things that you really enjoy, you really get a lot out of. It helps you to feel empowered, it helps you to shine your light in your own unique way, so that's good. The solar eclipse on the 13th is in a very good angle to your sun sign, Cancer, coming as it does from Scorpio, and this will bring new beginnings into this area. It could affect young people, children, or animals, pets, or anything, any pursuit, any activity that you do that helps you to feel empowered over subsequent months. So it's the advice would be to get the ball rolling with things that you hope let you express the real you. And then there's another eclipse, a lunar eclipse on the 28th, which means you may be doing more supportive type work, or maybe just tucking yourself away and getting on with things in a private little bubble, maybe with others, maybe not, over the 4 weeks following the lunar eclipse. Maybe you're doing something nurturing and healing for yourself. Now, the position of Mercury this month may mean your mind will be more focused on the to-do list, practical daily chores, repairs, maintenance, correspondence, general people, anything that's piled up in the corner, or maybe you're just taking on a little bit more. Also, it's likely that you will have health matters on your mind, whether they're for yourself or for somebody else, and dealing generally with the mechanical details of daily life will definitely be a keynote during this transit of Mercury. But you could be learning useful new things, learning how to do things, or getting more information, which is very practical and useful, and applying those skills, really. So discussions and ideas will centre around this very, very practical area. And then Mercury retrogrades between the 6th to the 26th, and that, as you may know about Mercury retrograde, it tends to slow things down, there may be hold-ups or delays. And then you've got to be more careful about things, dot the I's, cross the T's, watch your step. Mercury retrogrades on the 14th, Mercury retrogrades into the previous area as well, and that will lighten things up a little, even though things are a little bit more slowed down and perhaps you're waiting on something or to hear about something. Until the 22nd, a very warm, sociable energy flows into the foundations of your solar chart. This has been happening since the end of October, well, towards the latter part of October, and this can manifest in various ways. It could be a good time to benefit through a property deal, or something about a venue or a space, or maybe it just is about you appreciating more where you are located at the moment, or where you get to go and visit. And you may be getting access to the beauties of nature, or maybe it's about digging the garden, or maybe it's about decorating a space, tidying up a space, improving the space. A good time to be working on any of those. Or a good time to be working from home and actually having quite a sociable time right in your own backyard, mixing and mingling with others in a community or a neighbourhood. It's more likely you'll be playing the host as well, or being more the visitor to somewhere, as I say, that you really appreciate. And it generally tends to bring a feeling of balance into your emotions, and also into the family life, the community. Venus's position from the 22nd then puts you more in touch with that young vibe, that spontaneous vibe, the sort of time to party really, and romance could be in the pipeline for some of you, or just that you are finding something that you're very much admiring, or maybe somebody finds you and they very much admire you. In general, it can mean enjoyment through creative pursuits, leisure pursuits, or anything you find allows you to express yourself in the way that makes you feel good, and could put you sort of center stage for some reason as well. Relationships could center around anything in this area to do with more playful, fun activities. But when Venus passes over Saturn on the 27th, then you may have to be a little bit more serious about things and proceed a little bit cautiously there. News of astrological note was that last month Saturn moved, that was on October the 6th, Saturn moved from the root of your chart, where it's been since late 2009, in a very hard angle to your sun sign, Cancer. So it's moved out of there, and it may have meant that the home base or the community or the neighborhood or family commitments may have really been burdensome to you at times, and limiting to you at times over that long transit. Well, it's pushed off out of there and it's gone into the next area, which is Scorpio, a fellow water sign, and that's in a very good angle to your sun sign. And so even though Saturn is always about limitations and responsibilities, this is going to be far more upbeat and give you the chance to build something step by step and be very, very happy as you go along, most of the time, because actually it's Saturn's job to test us as well. But this is in a lot more positive angle to your sun sign, so you can read more about that if you go to my website. And until the 17th, Mars is in an area of service, so that's you there being the helper, or maybe having more to do with service providers at this time. Mars here means that you can coordinate in a very sort of hands-on, physically active way, helping others or others helping you, and you can be productive, but you must be careful you don't spread yourself too thin. With Mars in the area related to daily chores and health, that might be your health, that might be another's health, there is a danger of conflict because Mars's approach is a little bit confrontational, so just be aware of that and don't overdo things. And then from the 17th, personal professional relationships are likely to become more lively because Mars moves into this area. Relationships may demand more physical input from you for some reason, and someone elicits perhaps strong opinions from you, or indeed they are having strong opinions about you, and you may feel a strong pull towards someone. Mars here works in various ways, but it's very Mars is to do with heat, so you know, you could heat up your feelings, or it could get you hot under the collar in this relationship area, but it also is about physical effort, so you'll be putting physical effort into something because of an expectation or a requirement of somebody else. Once again, patience may be needed, as Mars here can make you too hasty. You're just not being careful, and the advice would be just to keep things on an even keel and don't dive in too fast, and just check somebody out or something out before you just say, yeah, sure, I'll do this. And don't let someone else rush you or tire you out, because it could be a bit like that at the moment. Overall, cooperating with someone is favoured, as alliances can be beneficial and productive. So with the physical energy going into this area here, you can get things how you'd like them to be if you're careful and sensible. And with the sun in this very bright light area, you should have a laugh along the way. But you definitely need to listen to somebody else's feedback, somebody else's point of view at this time, because that would be useful, and in fact it could be even invaluable and help you to be even more effective and functional than if you were going it alone. Jupiter is in another long transit like Saturn. Jupiter is bringing fresh opportunities for you to learn more about yourself, learn what your body needs, what your spirit needs, what your inner needs are about. Some of you could be getting into something like yoga or Tai Chi, doing things behind the scenes which are nurturing and healing, or spirituality or artistic projects, activities, and definitely allowing that inner world to become, you becoming more conscious of yourself on those inner planes, but also your inner needs as well, and maybe doing some work on yourself, which it would be good with Jupiter, the great teacher, in this area of your solar chart until next June. Jupiter here could, through your imagination or through some kind of leap of faith or aha moment, reveal wondrous things to you which you didn't know before. And then from the 22nd, the material, physical aspects of your life on Earth are going to be more highlighted, and the sun is going to be in this very practical, service-orientated area, but you should be feeling quite enthusiastic and brimming with creative ideas. And that's it for November. And if you're not there already, go to my website if you want to know what the slower outer planets will be doing for the month ahead. They don't shift very much from month to month. And also, if you'd like to know the forecast for your ascendant or your moon sign, you can find those on here, and they will sort of add to or subtract from what I've said here about the sun sign energies. And that's it, and I'll see you the next time.